Thank you. Would you please be seated? Good evening and welcome to the 157th Commencement of Lewisburg Area High School. We're so grateful that our graduates are able to be here with each other and their guests to celebrate and recognize this important milestone in their lives. Graduates, congratulations on your accomplishments. I am so happy that you get to have so many people here to support you this evening. We give our gratitude to Bucknell University and their event staff for making this venue possible for us. At the conclusion of the ceremony, we ask that you all allow a moment for our graduates to leave the building and then gather outside for a final picture. A special thank you to Mr. Jones and our orchestra for supplying this evening's music for us. We are grateful for this longtime tradition to be part of this year's ceremony after a 2 years absence. The following board members are unable to attend this evening due to previous commitments: Mr. Corey Heath, Mrs. Marianne Stanton, and Mr. Jordan Fetzer, but they send along their heartfelt congratulations on this evening. At this time, I would like to introduce the distinguished individuals on stage. We ask those on stage to stand as we call your name, and that the audience please wait until all have been announced before clapping. Mr. Eric Wetzel, Lintown Principal. Mr. George Drozen, Donald H. Eichhorn Principal. Mr. Chris Rule, Kelly Elementary Principal. Mrs. Kristen Krause, Board Member. Mrs. Heather Hanos, School Board Member. Mrs. Jamie Lyons, School Board Member. Dr. Tara Unsicker Facero, School Board Member. Dr. Aaron Jablonski, School Board Member. Mrs. Emily O'Connor, School Counselor. Dr. Virginia Zimmerman, School Board President. Mrs. Kathy Moser, Assistant Superintendent. Dr. Jennifer Baugh, Superintendent. Mrs. Vicki Fennell, School Counselor, and Mr. Josh Popowitz, Lewisburg Area High School Assistant Principal. Thank you. I would like to take a moment to recognize the Lewisburg Area High School faculty and staff. You are an exceptionally committed group of professionals committed to the success of our students, and never has that been more clear than during the past 2 years. Your dedication, compassion, and support for our students will always be remembered. For some of you, this is your last year at Lewisburg Area High School. However, once a dragon, always a dragon, and the mark you have left on our students, staff, district, and community will long live on. Thank you to Mrs. Buchanan and Ms. Edwards, who served as the Class of 22's advisors for the past 4 years. I would also like to thank the principals, faculty, and staff of our other 3 schools, for it takes the combined efforts for all to prepare for the students for their future. I'd also like to extend appreciation and gratitude to our veterans and those currently serving in our armed forces who may be with us or watching today. Thank you for all of your service and sacrifice. With the members of the Class of 22 who will be entering our armed forces and any veterans in the audience that are able, please stand at this time for a round of recognition. We ask that you all now please rise for the playing of our national anthem. You did it. Seeing all of you here, completely surrounded by family, friends, teachers, staff, and other loved ones makes me so happy for you. After a tumultuous 2 years filled with uncertainty, this is what a commencement should look and feel like. Earlier this year, Mr. Popowitz asked me how I choose what I say each year at commencement. The truth is, I don't choose. The words find me. You and your experiences tell me the story of what I will say. Sometimes the story coalesces early on, and at other times it doesn't present itself until much later in the year. This spring, I had the pleasure of sitting through many wonderful concerts and performances. One song in particular by composer Doral Johnson II, entitled "Love the Adventure," struck me. Through its movement, the piece encapsulates all the emotions that make up this wonderful thing we call life. And what an adventure you have been on. Was it really 13 or so years ago when you had your first day? When you had that picture waiting for the bus, taken on the front porch, backpack and lunchbox in hand, a huge smile on your face while your parents were holding back tears? First time on a bus, bear hunts, character days, hopping on the tiles no matter how many times they told you to walk in a straight line, and books filled your day at Kelly. On to Lintown, where I was fortunate enough to join the adventure with many of you. Thrifty Threads, PA History Day, Knobles, Midnight Maze, Chorus Fest, and that bear claw in gym that claimed so much flesh from so many knees. Instruments were first picked up, and the screech of violins and clarinets slowly became semblances of songs that could be recognized. And then, just like that, you were off to the middle school, ready for newfound freedoms, exploring clubs and new opportunities. For the first time, you could join school athletics. Additional opportunities for ensembles, art, and academic interests could be pursued. You attended your first school dance, secretly or not so secretly, relieved that you could also play basketball or volleyball instead of dance. Soon it was time to pick your first high school classes. 8th grade fun day came and went along with the awards assembly and the talent show. Then you are off to the high school on another adventure. We meet again, and more faces join our journey. You can't believe that pizza is a choice for lunch every day. You participated in your first homecoming. You had your first pep rallies, beating the seniors when one of your own swooshed that final shot in knockout. Again, new clubs, activities, and interests filled your days. You found your people, your niche. You created amazing bonds with teachers and staff, started to choose classes that were more based on your interest and future plans. Life was good. You were well on your way. The cruise control was set. Until one day, in 2020, it was not. Instead, a large barrier was placed in the middle of the road. You had endured challenges before and hardships, but this was something different. Now the adventure seemed halted. Sitting in classes with friends now became seeing each other through Zoom grids. All those things that you were looking forward to suddenly were canceled or put indefinitely on hold. It wasn't a planned stop for any of you, but some great lessons came during that time. The importance of not taking things for granted, reconnecting with family, actually having time to sit around the table again for a meal. You found the joy of rediscovering old habits or took up new. Maybe you started reading a book, going for a run, playing a guitar, or picking up that paintbrush that had been tucked away in a drawer. You noticed colors and sunsets, or how good it felt to spend time in nature. All of a sudden, you weren't on the go all the time, and while frustrating and sometimes painful, you had time to think about your overall adventure and what was important to you. And slowly we came back together, with a little uncertainty at first. Was the plug on the journey going to be pulled again? This was a strange new school experience. You were back, but not the way you had been. New procedures, distance, masks, and contact tracing. Lots and lots of contact tracing. But through it all, you not only found your way back, you did so with a passion and a purpose that is unrivaled. As the student leaders of the school, you showed others the way back this year. You had a new focus, determination, and commitment. Whether it was at LAHS, ACE, or SUN, you displayed excellence in the classroom. Our athletic teams played with heart and down to the last second of every game. The depth of your talents in music and the visual arts moved so many people. Student sections cheering, concerts in the auditorium, field trips, bees, working in groups, the senior lounge, the art show filled once again with people. How priceless to have all of those things back. And then, just like that, all of a sudden, it was the last day. Some of you still humored your moms with a photograph. Instead of a lunchbox, you held a graduation gown in your hand. As we walked back from Kelly that day, there's a great angle where I could see you winding down back to the high school. It's not a straight path. There are bends and slight elevation changes to accommodate the different aspects of the land. Your journey here to tonight also was not a straight path. And as you continue, there will still be unknowns, detours, bypasses, but hopefully no more closed road signs. As you leave LAHS, know that you will have a lasting impact on this school and community. I hope you hang on to the passions and new or refound joys from the past 2 years. I hope that you resist the hustle and grind culture that once again is beckoning from society, and that you don't start to focus just at what is next on the checklist, but that you also leave time for looking at those colors in the sunset. Doral Johnson's composer notes from that song, Love the Adventure, captures perfectly what I hope you embrace as you move forward. Life will send triumphs and tragedies, banalities and mysteries, fear and excitement. But wherever the road leads, face it with a courageous resilience, embrace the uncertainty, and love the adventure. Class of 2022, I know I speak for all of us when I say that we cannot wait to see where your next adventures take you. It has been such an honor and privilege to have been your principal. I have loved this adventure with you. At this time, I would like to announce and introduce our first speaker representing Sun Area Technical Center, our senior speaker, Doral Pelling.
Hi, my name is Doral Pelling, and you should vote for me because, oh wait, wrong speech. Good evening, graduates, friends, family members, staff, and school board members. Before we get started, I would like to share a poem that my dad has always quoted. You are the fellow that has to decide whether you'll do it or toss it aside. You are the fellow who makes up your mind whether you'll lead or will linger behind, whether you'll try for the goal that's afar or just be contented to stay where you are. Take it or leave it, here's something to do. Just think it over. It's all up to you. What do you wish to be known as a shirk, known as a good man who's willing to work, scorned for a loafer or praised by your chief, rich man or poor man or beggar or thief, eager or earnest or dull through the day, honest or crooked, it's you who must say. You must decide in the face of the test whether you'll shirk it or give it your best. Nobody here will compel you to rise. No one will force you to open your eyes. No one will answer for you yes or no, whether to stay there or whether to go. Life is a game, but it's you who must say, whether as cheat or as sportsman you'll play. Fate may betray you, but you settle first, whether to live to your best or your worst. So whatever it is you are wanting to be, remember to fashion the choice you are free. Kindly or selfish or gentle or strong, keeping the right way or taking the wrong, careless of honor or guarding your pride, all these are questions which you must decide. Yours is a selection, whichever you do, the thing men call characters, all up to you. That poem is You by Edgar Albert Guest. You get to choose the path in life that you want to follow. It's your decision to choose whether what you are doing makes you happy. We are accountable for what we do along the way. Our choices are our own and can't be affected by other people's opinions. We all have hard times in our lives, but it is our choice whether to use those hard times or to let those hard times use us. J.K. Rowling, as most of you know, is the author of a great series, Harry Potter. Before she was able to get her books published, she was turned down by 40 different publishers. 40. You never fail at something until you stop trying. If you really enjoy doing something, keep working on it to become better. For example, I detail for Keystone Styling, and when I started, I was horrible at detailing. However, as I relentlessly pursued my passion and applied the knowledge retained from the collision repair program offered to me at SunTech, I developed new skills, and now detailing is one of my favorite things to do. By the way, I have a card if you guys want to see me afterwards. At Lewisburg, we all began with nothing and are now walking away with something more than just a diploma. What is your something? For me, I gained social skills. I became better at collaborating with others, and through my sheer determination and hard work ethic, I learned that I am capable of overseeing my own business, and I gained the skills necessary to make it successful. I thank you for allowing me this opportunity this evening. I'm honored to be a part of such a memorable night, one which is an unforgettable milestones in our lives. Congratulations and good luck, Lewisburg graduating class of 2022.
Would you please welcome the first of our two co-valedictorians, Carter Hoover.
Good evening, class of 2022. Before I begin, I would like to first thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He is my rock and the hope I stand upon. On behalf of the class of 2022, we would like to thank the school board and superintendent who provide great oversight to the district. Thank you. To the cafeteria and custodial staff, we thank you for always maintaining our facilities and providing delicious meals. The 3 helpings of General Tso's chicken I had on our last day of school was definitely a meal I will never forget. To the teachers and staff who have created a thriving learning environment at LEHS and the dedication and effort they put forth to help us succeed, we thank you. We would also like to thank the Bucknell for providing this beautiful facility for us to have our graduation. Finally, to the parents and guardians of the students of the class of 2022 who have supported us and loved us throughout our time here at Lewisburg. We thank you and we love you. For those of you who remember last year's commencement, you will notice that we have about double the amount of speeches this year, which means for us seniors, well, that we'll have to wait even longer to receive our diplomas, so that's great. So as my brother instructed me, I will keep this brief. So I would like to start by reading you a few lines from the song Dream Small by Josh Wilson. Dream small. Don't buy the lie you've got to do it all. Just let Jesus use you where you are, one day at a time. Dream small. It's visiting the widow down the street or dancing on a Friday with your friend with special needs. These simple moments change the world. Of course, there's nothing wrong with bigger dreams. Just don't miss the minutes on your way to bigger things, because these simple moments change the world. Dream small. Kind of the opposite of what we've always been taught. We've always been taught to dream big. Nothing is too big to accomplish. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we cannot forget about the small moments in life that are our stepping stones to accomplish our big dreams. When I heard this song, I immediately thought of my experience with the high school soccer team this past year. Win a state championship for the second year in a row. That was my big dream. Unfortunately, as we all know, we lost. And losing does not feel good. However, after mourning this loss for what seemed like eternity, I realized that the small moments were what made the season a successful one, not necessarily the medals around our neck. It was the breakfast at Street of Shops after preseason practices and the morning where the whole team could get to know each other. It was the pig roast to celebrate the start of the season. It was the pasta parties where we all could hang out as a team. These simple moments built close relationships with each other, which in turn led to the growth of a successful soccer team on the field. But more importantly, these simple moments created close friendships that I will never forget and will last a lifetime. So as Josh Wilson continues with his lyrics, these simple moments changed the world. I never stopped dreaming big for the state title. However, the simple moments that acted as building blocks to achieve my big dream actually ended up changing my world the most. Although I don't have a state champion gold medal around my neck, I have been blessed more than I can imagine with the friendships that were created on my journey to achieve my big dream. I challenge you to look at your experiences at LEHS and acknowledge not only your big accomplishments, but also the small moments that have led to these significant achievements. You will be surprised how much influence these moments have had on your life. As we leave tonight and perhaps travel on different paths, I encourage you to continue to dream big. Strive to reach your highest goals. However, do not overlook the simple, small moments along your path to your big dreams. Cherish each and every small moment as you experience. Don't forget to make time for those individual relationships and connections that may seem insignificant at the time, because it's these small moments that will change your world. As Josh Wilson continues, of course, there's nothing wrong with bigger dreams. Just don't miss the minutes on your way to bigger things, because these simple moments change the world. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2022.
At this time, please welcome our other co-valedictorian, Sophia Zhu.
Thank you, Mrs. Reber. Before I start, I'd like to say a big thank you to the faculty, staff, family, and friends in the Lewisburg community. Without your dedication, support, and patience, we would not be here today. So let's give them a big round of applause. A few weeks ago, a friend mentioned to me that we'll probably forget most of the things from high school. Whether it was analyzing fate versus free will in Oedipus Rex, or having to sign in as tardy every time we walked in at 7:51. We have had so many unique memories that have defined our high school experiences. But my friend was right. Even though we want to remember it all, it's normal and inevitable for some of these memories to fade. That's why it's so important to hold on to the most valuable moments. We often talk about reinventing ourselves in college, forging new paths, joining new clubs, meeting new people, and finding new and exciting communities to become a part of. But before we go our separate ways and become these fabulous new versions of ourselves, I'd like to recognize a few of the defining moments of our time in high school that have shaped who we are and who we will become. That's why I've picked some of my favorite highlights from the past 4 years to share today. The first and most important topic I'd like to talk about are the cafeteria cookies. I wouldn't be exaggerating when I say that these morsels of baked deliciousness were the driving force of my entire high school career. And any day that the cafeteria sold cookies, I knew that would be a good day. However, as we started senior year and the days of cafeteria cookies became criminally few, I knew I could not rely solely on these chocolate chip delicacies to bring me joy. That's why the dwindling supply of cafeteria cookies throughout the year taught me to be more appreciative of the little things that made me happy. I encourage us all to take a moment and think back to the everyday activities that made high school a little more special. It could be competing to get the special chalk keychains in physics, or the early morning rehearsals that we love to wake up for. Thank you, Mr. Jones. Or it could be the blissful 5 minutes of freedom that us seniors felt at 2:35 p.m. every Friday. Regardless of the actual event, I'd like us all to acknowledge the little things that helped us along the way. After high school, I hope we all continue to recognize and appreciate these little things that make our lives a little more special. This brings me to my second memory from high school that I'd like to share. I'm sure we all remember Centralia, the field trip we took in 9th grade to the ghost town, where we observed the aftermath of uncontrolled fire causing disaster to a coal region. I remember looking at the empty wasteland and feeling like it was the first time I actually got real-world experience about the stuff that we learned about in science. It wasn't abstract anymore, like memorizing facts out of a textbook. It was real, and I realized just how important it is to see for ourselves what the real world has to offer. In college or wherever life takes us after high school, we should take initiative to get hands-on exploration of the world around us. Because this time, we won't have Mr. Wagner to hand out permission slips and organize the trips for us. We owe it to ourselves to stay curious and seek out the opportunities that show us what we can do in the world. And last but not least, I can't end this speech without giving a shout out to COVID. It's an understatement to say that going from in-person to remote and then back to in-person schooling wasn't easy. Caring for loved ones, monitoring cases, and masking in school were difficult but selfless acts that we all performed. And I'd like to recognize how not only did we make it through that period, but we also grew into the better and stronger people that we are today. COVID has united our class and shaped us into resilient, community-oriented thinkers. As we wrap up our high school careers, remember the moments that we enjoyed, the moments that we struggled through, and the moments that have impacted us the most. Remember these stories and take them with us everywhere, because no matter how our paths diverge in terms of where we end up or what we end up doing, we will always share strong roots and memories here in Lewisburg. Go Dragons!
At this time, I would like to introduce our salutatorian, Katherine Jacobson.
I'd also first like to take a moment to thank everyone who made our graduation possible. To the faculty and staff throughout the district, thank you for helping us learn and grow in a clean, safe environment. And to our friends and family, thank you for being here, supporting us, and celebrating this milestone with us. I'd also like to thank my family for coming to celebrate me, and especially my brother Nick, for being not only the smartest person I know, but the kindest, most compassionate, and most curious. 3 years ago, I sat in the high school gym and watched my brother speak at his graduation. I sat in the front row of attendees, right behind the graduating seniors. Aside from getting a shout out in my brother's speech, the thing I remember most is that I had to keep moving my head to see the stage because the seniors were so tall. I'm glad I'm here to carry on the legacy of tall seniors. I remember walking through the halls and feeling like I went to school with real adults. Not only were they tall, but the seniors felt mature. They had cars, jobs, responsibilities, and plans. And now, class of 2022, that is us. But when I think about what defines the class of 2022, both as individuals and as a unit, it is not cars, jobs, responsibilities, or plans. It is conversations in the senior lounge with Mr. Vajai, learning that if he ever wins the lottery, he will buy an RV and go to every college football game, starting with West Virginia. It is the conviction we had to support our boys' soccer team in the state championship, repeating over and over to whoever would listen that if the school did not give us an excused absence, we would just go anyway. It is the pure, unadulterated middle school joy of knowing that slushies count as our fruit for lunch, and then, when they didn't, going to get them during class anyway. Class of 2022, we have accomplished so much. We've won titles, acclaim, and awards, moments that will forever be ingrained in our memories. But high school is not just about these big moments. High school is about every moment in between. I know we will remember the thundering applause as the curtain closes on our last school musical, the incomparable excitement of being a small rural high school winning the state title in soccer and running, or I will add the district final in lacrosse, very exciting, and the feeling we are about to experience, holding our diplomas for the first time. But as we disperse across the country and the world, I encourage you to remember all the moments in between. Because those easily forgotten moments, the dread of looking at one of Mr. Kettlewell's tests, the anticipation that sets in during the run to that one hill off Smoketown when you know you're going to have to do sprints up ahead, the humorous confusion of the one and only pep rally of senior year that was held outside, these are the moments that we might forget, and these are the moments I want to remember most. Because when I think about how much I'll miss Lewisburg, it isn't because of a big moment, a speech I've given, or an award I've won. It's because I will never experience the joyous surprise of running into Natasha in the bathroom while she's in computer science and I'm in lit, and taking an unplanned lap around the school, making sure not to dawdle so we aren't gone too long. It's because I won't meet people who remember the very specific pain of scraping your knee on the bear claw while Mr. Ellis kindly laughs and then runs over to make sure you're okay. It's because the uniquely Lewisburg experience of running into your Spanish teacher at Giant, and then your guidance counselor at the Miller Center, and then your coach at the Bucknell track all in the same day, is something we may never get to experience again. I have spent so much of my life waiting for big moments, awards, letters, titles. But when you're always waiting for something bigger, it's hard to enjoy where you all are right now. The simple moments that pass by unnoticed, sometimes slowly, sometimes painfully, sometimes comically, sometimes peacefully. Late nights at Turtle Creek, early morning jazz band rehearsal, Friday night football games in the rain. These moments are easy to forget, easy to become blurred into the 13 years that we have spent together as a class. And these are the moments that I want to celebrate. And so I want to add to what I said earlier. Class of 2022, we have accomplished so much. We have had meaningless conversations wandering halls, struggled to climb fences, perfected the art of AP Lit timed essays, hidden donut boxes in ceilings, and gone to Jack Harlow concerts. Well, at least some of us. While these may not seem like accomplishments, and maybe some of them should be one-time experiences, every moment in our lives is important, regardless of whether or not it comes with acclaim, applause, or even another person to notice it. I am wildly confident that each one of us has many more big moments ahead, surrounded by the people we love. But in between all those celebrations are tiny moments, and these are the ones that make up our lives. So as we depart, keep setting goals and working for them and celebrating them. But every so often, take a breath and enjoy where you are. Because, class of 2022, you have earned it. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to welcome Ryan Shabahan, your class president.
Good evening. I want to start by thanking Dr. Baugh, Mrs. Moser, Dr. Zimmerman, Principal Reber, Assistant Principal Popowitz, school board members, teachers, parents, siblings, and guests. Thank you for everything that you have done to get us here today and make us successful. And to the graduates of the class of 2022, I am honored and humbled to be able to give a speech to all of you amazing and talented individuals. This class has been recognized at the local, state, and national levels for athletics, music, academics, and plenty of other disciplines. It has been an honor and a privilege to work and grow alongside all of you for the past 12 years. Amidst the end of the school year, I've had long conversations with friends, siblings, and parents about high school and graduation and what it all means. In these conversations, there were two important concepts that stuck out to me. The first of these is what graduation signifies in the grand scheme of our lives. Not to be too cliche, but graduation truly is the beginning of the rest of your life. After tonight, we will all leave the comforts of our home and high school to pursue post-secondary education, serve in the military, or join the workforce. We will be faced with new challenges and new experiences. This brought me to a realization. Our education up to this point has been like a tutorial in a video game. And for those of you who may be unfamiliar with video games, a tutorial typically consists of learning the basic controls and skills that you will need to play the game, while being somewhat restricted in where you can go and what you can do. After the tutorial, you are free to begin playing the game. After graduating today, we will be free to take advantage of life to the fullest extent, equipped with the knowledge that we have gained from high school. The last 12 years have prepared us all for this moment. Much like in LEGO Star Wars, personally my favorite video game, we have finished the story mode, and now it's time to enter free play. The second thought that I had about senior year is the sorrow that comes with all of the lasts. The last game, concert, school day, musical, AP test, etc. They all seem to end in sadness and crying, except maybe the AP test. Those were definitely tears of joy. However, I never quite understood why these moments were so full of tears instead of joy and relief that we made it this far to this moment. I was surprised that such an accomplishment could be met with so much sorrow. I don't think I've ever cried after finishing a video game tutorial. I realized that in those moments, we are all looking at the past and remembering what was, instead of looking to our future. Rather than dwelling on what we did in high school, the time has come to look to the future at what all 160 of you spectacular individuals will do. Many experts believe that 50 years from now, when all of us are nearing retirement, the world will look very different. They believe that there will be widespread equality, less poverty, less hunger. Some say we will travel to Mars, end war, stop pollution, and just be happier overall. At least that's what the optimistic ones say. And their optimism is based on the belief that this class and this generation will work towards that futuristic and better world. So how do we get there? We get there with three things: our talent, our kindness, and our resilience. We've seen the talent of this class in action for 12 years now, and I have no doubt that you will all contribute to the world with your talents. Kindness is a skill that we all struggle with sometimes, but it's okay to slip up. What's important is that we try our best to spread kindness whenever possible. In the Zulu language, a common phrase used to greet others is sawubona. Sawubona literally means, I see you, you're important to me, and I value you. It allows people to greet each other with respect and love. By saying sawubona, every greeting becomes more personal, and there's a lesson that comes from this example. Make every interaction meaningful and kind. I'm sure that we can all remember a time when someone's kind words have made our day. So let's give that feeling to every single person that we meet. The world will be a better place if we see each other, and as Harry Styles said, treat people with kindness. The final skill that we need to change the world is our resilience. And there's a very important piece of resilience that I feel many of us struggle with, especially in high school, and that is that it is okay to fail. We will always fail, but we will change the world when we get back up and try again. There are a lot of obstacles standing between us and a perfect world, but if we are resilient, we can knock them down. I want to leave you with a quote from President Theodore Roosevelt. He said, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming." So, graduates of the class of 2022, I want to see all of you step into that arena. If you fall down, get back up, and never stop trying to change the world. Because if we use our talent, our kindness, and our resilience, we can take great strides toward a better world. Thank you, congratulations, and Sawubona.
Please join me in welcoming Dr. Jennifer Bow, our superintendent, to the podium.
Good evening, class of 2022, parents, family, and guests. Graduates, today begins a new chapter in your lives. Picture your life as a book. There are pages filled with memories and experiences from your childhood. You have had 13 first days of school. You have had one where you opened your locker in middle school for the first time. You probably have a collection of firsts. Some everyone has in common, like your first bus ride, snow day, field day, pep rally. You may also have a collection of firsts that are private and unique to you. As you write the next couple chapters of your life, you have many other first experiences and adventures. If you think back to those pages filled with memories and experiences, you are not alone. You had your parents, family, and friends, teachers, coaches, and mentors. They helped you shape those memories for you, and you, in turn, created memories for them. Good writers make outlines before they write, so it makes sense to think about the people you will want to have as part of those next chapters in your life. This is also a first for your parents and family members who helped raise you. You may have had older brothers and sisters who have graduated from high school, but this is your first time as a graduate. This very moment will be a chapter in their lives, along with chapters of what will come next. Class of 2022, please stand and give your parents, family, and teachers a round of applause for what they have done to bring you to this moment. Graduates, then your next chapter in your life begins with your first days as an adult. In the words of Dr. Seuss, sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory.
Good evening. It is always my pleasure to have the role I play in a graduation celebration. Imagine being the one who gets to tell you, graduating seniors, that you are officially here at this point in time and this moment in your lives. It is one of the very best of my duties and responsibilities. I do want to first express some well-deserved appreciation and admiration for our commencement speakers this evening. Let's please give these seniors one more round of well-deserved praise. Their carefully chosen words inspire me, and I have new admiration for slushies, chocolate chip cookies, and General Tso's chicken as a result. And now it is my privilege, Dr. Ball, to present to you the members of the Lewisburg Area High School class of 2022. These seniors have met all the requirements for high school graduation as outlined in our PA school code and the Lewisburg District guidelines. Having earned their diplomas, they should be recognized and celebrated at this time.
Seniors, please rise. By the authority vested in me as Superintendent of Schools and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, it is my pleasure to certify that you have met all the requirements for graduation from the Lewisburg Area School District. You are now entitled to a Lewisburg Area High School diploma and all the privileges that it may bring. To signify that you have graduated, you may move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations.
It is now my privilege to introduce you to the individual members of the class of 2022. Graduates, you can sit down until your row is called. Carter Levi Hoover. Sophia Zhu. Katherine Ann Jacobson. Ryan Kian Shabahan. Doral William Pelling. Kashawn Gregory Akins. Julian Michael Alabakoff. Cameron Michael Alexson. Elise Monet Ayton. Iseline Aliyah Ayala. James William Bailey. Anastasia Elizabeth Baker. Brennan Lake Baker. Aviana Banks. Olivia Katherine Beatty. Kieran K. Beatty. Dylan John Benfer. Eleanor Grace Benjamin. Natalie Elizabeth Berg. Haley Isabel Berge. Dylan Emery Black. Evan James Boyle. Sienna Ray Brazier. Jasmine Bird. Anthony David Burns. Logan James Callison. Alicia Talia Carabello. Madison Ellen Cardello. Jesse Martin Catalano. Tara Caitlin Clark. Alyssa Katherine Coleman. Caitlin Marie Coleman. Brady James Cromley. Liam Patrick Cummings. Margaret Elizabeth Daly. Congratulations. Braden Harold Davis. Alexandra Gail Decker. Gage Benjamin Decker. Grant Nathaniel Decker. Ella Marie Dominic. Ethan Michael Dominic. Riley Devin Dyroff. Azim Amir Edens. Isabella Grace Ely. Grace Isabel Evans. Natalie Elizabeth Ewig. Gabriel John Allen Farrar. Caitlin Jean Marie Fessler. Erin Kathleen Field. Taja Lyric Fagard. Xavier Fontanez Sepulveda. Kirsten Grace Frederick. Emma Nicole Freeman. Gabriel Gable. Emma Marie Gemberling. Eric Stockton Gilger. Evan Stockton Gilger. Adam Riley Gillibauer. Ryan Christopher Gilmore. Congratulations. Zachary Aaron Gose. Gavin Dean Grant. William Robert Grunland. Katherine Priscilla Groover. Gary Robert Hahn. David John Hall. Natalie Marie Hall. Rohan Dylan Harris. Isabella Patricia Heckert. Congratulations. Jacob Alexander Hernandez. Jacob Xavier Hess. Grace Elizabeth Hilkert. Alexia Nicole Hollenbach. Evan Michael Hopkinson. Evelyn Roberta Horn. Logan Michael Hughes. Liberty Ann Justice Dean. Julia Kashuba. Gavin Peter Kaiser. Dale Edward Keister. Michaela Ruth Keister. Sean Patrick Kelly. Caleb N. Kim. Bridget Claire Kinnaman. Robin Kinney. Alex Gregory Kuntz. Rudy Lawrence Christensen Garal. Jevin Michael Lawver. Alyssa Tori Lowe. Congratulations. Tula Rebecca Locke. Kathleen Ann Madden. Elena Isabel Malone. Ava Nicole Kimberly Markunis. Alexis Page Marshall. Yep. Joseph Edward Martin. Rowan C. Martin. Ian Mansfield McKinney. Kathleen Erin McTammany. Julian Alejandro Mercado Bonomo. Olivia Meyer. Keziah S. Miller. McKenna Brooke Miller. Aliyah Cosetta Maria Morales. McKenna Elizabeth Mowry. Emily Nicole Mall. Connor James Murray. Congratulations. Andrew Curtis Nichols. Ryan James O'Hara. Roberto Carlos Olmo. Owen Edward Ordonez. Molly Renee O'Rourke. Nicholas Lorenzo Passanetti. Karina Victoria Pavlov. Philip S. Permiashkin. Caleb Andrew Flieger. Janae Laura Denise Pointer. Lydia Marie Proent. Matthew V. Rawson. Madeline Grace Redding. Bryce Harrison Ryder. Kennedy May Sangster in absentia. Jake Alden Schmottel. Braden Cole Schreffler.
Let's go, Brayden!
Zoe Renee Scott. Natasha Sitzkevich. Naheem S. Sims. Matthew Stephen Spalding. Sarah Sprinkle. Lacey Ray Starmack. Colin Michael Starr. Eric Miles Steiner. Madison Avery Jane Straub. Simon Frederick Vincent Stumbris. Kennedy Lee Swanger. Douglas Taylor. Emma Nicole Terry. Alyssa Kate Thompson. Julian Rainey Torija. Mitchell Ryan Van Buskirk. Suzanne Christina Vo. Miriam Volmar Lee. Caden Scott Wagner. Mark Joseph Walsh. Alexis Nicole Walter in absentia. Xander Blaze Walter. Ophira Lee Cassat Weiser. Reagan Elena Weibel. Connor Augustus Wood. Maida Yenaretti. Forrest Luke Zelahowski. Alexander Powell Zimmerman Comas. Dorothea Maria Zimmerman Comas.
On behalf of the Lewisburg Area Board of School Directors, the administration, faculty, and staff, I would like to congratulate the class of 2022 for their achievements and accomplishments. Parents and guardians, treasure this milestone for you and your children. Graduates, say goodbye to the children you once were and say hello to the men and women you will be. Congratulations.
Every Friday that you have spent at Lewisburg Area High School, we have played the alma mater on Fridays. Today, though, will mark the first time you sing it as graduates of Lewisburg Area High School. Class of 2022, please rise and join our staff and alumni as we are accompanied by the Lewisburg Area High School Orchestra. Congratulations to the class of 2022, and I think we're getting a quick group photograph here since it's getting a little dark outside. Yeah, why don't you guys go get them? We want to let them get into it. All right, Mr. Jones.